What's going on, guys? This is Jordan back for Norfolk Gaming, and welcome back to another top 5 video. If you haven't worked it out by now, we're kind of doing a bit of an order on one certain subject. And if you haven't guessed what this week's top 5 is, then I'm disappointed because you should have known by the title. But anyway, this week we are counting down the top 5 Hoenn Pokemon that should Mega Evolve. These are my predictions. As I always say, these are my predictions and what I hope might happen, and like just general stuff. And once again, I must say I'm not that much of a competitive battling person, so take that into consideration when you consider what I think. A lot of these ones are going to be quite obvious, so be warned with that. And if you think I'm being a bit quiet this week, then that's because it's about 12:30 at night and I don't want to shout because stuff happened and I didn't have a chance to record this till now, so that's brilliant. But that's not the point. The point is we're going to get on with some Pokemon top 5-ness, so let's start. In at number 5 this week is a Pokemon that probably not many people actually want to have a Mega Evolution, but it's probably because it's quite forgettable, unfortunately, because for what it is, I do love its design, and just part of me just loves it. I don't like its 6th gen sprite too much at all, but at number 5 is Swalot. Swalot, obviously, evolved form of Gulpin. It's one of those poison types that is, because poison, I feel, is a very underused type. Personally, you just doesn't see, you don't see many people wanting to use poison types on your team. You like maybe just for the generic story, but you have your water type, your fire type, your grass type, probably a flying type, maybe a dragon type. I'm just trying to think of some team. Maybe, I don't know, an electric type or something like that. But you just, maybe a ground type even, but you don't really see poison types. Personally, I don't, anyway, because there isn't that many to choose from. So, and I don't think there's many poison types that even have a Mega Evolution. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I will have a look real quick, but just give it one. So, if Swalot were to Mega Evolve, obviously, I don't know if it would gain any speed at all because of kind of what it is. And like looking at this design, it's still got that kind of slug feet kind of thing about it, so it doesn't really look like it should go any faster. Ability, I chose to have thick fat because it just makes sense for a Swalot, because of what it is, and it is just quite fat, to be honest. It just doesn't have that ability normally, so that, yeah. I also think it should stay poison because it doesn't really need another type. It doesn't seem like the Pokemon that had one that would have another type. No, maybe no, not dark, because there's already 2 of them. But I don't know what you would want to give it. But, and I did just look. There is no poison types that can Mega Evolve apart from Beedrill, but personally, I consider Beedrill to be, I would consider it a bug type first before a poison type. So come on, give some love to the poison types. But anyway, Swalot's number 5. In at number 4, well, I can't get enough of not having a pair on my lists. There's always a pair or a group that if one gets a Mega Evolution, the other has to. So at number 4 is Huntail and Gorbis. Again, like Swalot, I completely think that these, excuse me, so professional. These 2 Pokemon are completely unforgettable, or forgettable, not unforgettable, forgettable. You just don't. Why would you want them? Especially how you have to evolve them. I know there's some Pokemon that you do have to trade for, obviously, like Golem and that, and Machamp, but some of those are actually worth evolving for. There's no point, because personally I just feel they're kind of pointless Pokemon at the minute. Like no one remembers them pretty much. and so that's unique. As I think I've said before, I feel Mega Evolution is kind of that thing that should give love to Pokemon that don't really get the love that they want. I mean, there's probably people out there that love Huntail and Gorbis, and there's probably people on YouTube that have Huntail or Gorbis as their mascot or something. I'm pretty sure of it, but personally, I don't know any, so surely there's got to be something that we can do to these goddamn Pokemon. So, starting off with Huntail, you'll see where this is going in a minute. I did go with a theme for these. Now, Huntail does seem like the Pokemon that would become a Dark type, because it just seems more evil. And to get Huntail, you evolve it you trade it while it's holding a Deep Sea Tooth, I think it's called. So give it Strong Jaw. That makes sense. Tooth, teeth, jaw. There you go. There's nothing more to say. Probably just more speed, and probably you would make him obviously more physical. He only gets Ice Fang and Crunch. I think he might get Bite, but I don't know if Bite's affected by it. It should be. But I just feel like that would work. Just give it the elemental fangs, and we'll be good. So that's that. But then it kind of you'll see what where I'm going with this. Moving on to Gorbis. Obviously make it Water Fairy, because that would make it more of the opposite to Huntail. And then give it, well, Clamperl evolves into Gorbis traded while holding the Deep Sea Scale. So give it Marvel or Multiscale. I don't know which. I don't know what would be better for it. I think Marvel Scale is you take less health, you take less damage when you're at full health, and Multi-Scale is you. I can't remember. It's something to do with stats conditions. I can't remember off the top of my head. Again, I don't know a lot of abilities off the top of my head. I know the obvious ones, but other than that, I don't know. But anyway, those two are what are at number 4 this week. In at number 3 is one of this is now getting into the zone of obvious Pokemon that haven't had Mega Evolutions yet from Hoenn, that everyone kind of really wants and probably should have happened by now. So at number 3 we have Walrein. Walrein, there's ice types that do it better, and I mean water ice isn't the best type in the world, because it has a lot of weaknesses like electric, rock I think it's weak to, steel, I can go on, grass, fire, well I don't know if they're super effective weak, but it doesn't help. There's a lot of weaknesses there, but the only problem with it, even Mega Evolving, I couldn't not keep its type, because it's a walrus, and walruses are usually in the water, or they're in the Arctic areas. I'm not going to say which, because I don't know which ones, which north, south pole they reside, so I don't really know. So I just can't see it changing type, to be honest. I don't know. I wish it would, but it just doesn't fit Walrein at all. Maybe Pure Ice, but then you'd just lose some stabs to good moves like Surf and stuff. But I don't know if it would become more physical or special. This design makes me think more physical. That's why I decided to give it Tough Claws, because I really struggled trying to find a good ability for it. But I feel like it does have a lot of decent physical moves, like Body Slam. It can get Return. I think it can get Ice Fang that gets boosted by, I can't remember what else on the top of my head, because I'm not looking at Cerebi right now, which I probably should, but I'm not. So, you know, who knows? I want it, in a way. Because look at that design, it looks like a kind of puppy dog. I love it. So yeah, anyway, that's number 3 this week. In at number 2, now this is getting into the definite territory of this is what the people want, this is what the people deserve. Game 3, what are you playing at? I don't know. You should be on this already. So at number 2 we have Milotic. That probably, yeah, just done. I don't need to say anymore. Everyone wants it. It's kind of obvious, because if you guys do or don't know, it is the opposite to Gyarados. It evolves from I don't want to say pointless fish, but a very weak, not very good fish Pokemon, and then evolves into a kind of serpent type Pokemon. And actually Milotic and Gyarados' stats are opposite of each other, so I think where Gyarados is more like however many points Gyarados has in physical attack, Milotic has that in special attack, and I think it's the same with the defenses. I can't remember which way round it is, but it is like that. So thinking about that, and Gyarados has Mega Evolution. This is again like, it's only fair. I know they're not in the same generation, so they're not really paired, but it kind of is paired, and making it kind of opposite, like with Huntail and Gorbis. One would be dark and one would be fairy, because they are opposite types. I know fairy just completely dominates over dark types, but still. So Milotic just fits being a fairy type, though. You can't not, to be honest, you can't not say that. It just screams fairy at you, that kind of elegant, beautiful kind of design sort of thing that a lot of fairy types do have, like cuteness as well. So it just fits fairy, and it needs to happen. I don't know ability. I think it gets multi-scale anyway, or is it Marvel scale it gets anyway? It gets one of the two, but like with Dragonite, it is what it has. I think Dragonite gets multi-scale, and it's a goddamn good ability. So there you go. So anyway, yeah, Milotic's number 2. Let's find out what's number 1. So probably not many too hard of a guess to figure this one out. If you know what you want, what people were expecting, as a certain main new character added in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire did have one of these, but did it Mega Evolve? Sadly no. Sadly no. So is it All Rain? The secret base guy had a Flygon, and everyone did speculate that he would be able to Mega Evolve his Flygon at some point, and when you get to battle him with his Mega Flygon. But sadly, it was not true. But everybody wants it. If you did see the current finale of my Pokemon Insurgents Let's Play, they did have a Mega Flygon, and I did show that off, and I did take a lot of inspiration from that, because a bit, like with the typing anyway, because it just works. So looking at it, because I think mainly it's based on a dragonfly. I think that's what it is meant to be based on. A dragonfly. It's a bug, and it's got dragon in it, so bug dragon kind of makes sense. But the only problem with it is if you read the Pokédex entries, it always is referred to as like a desert dwelling creature sort of thing. Not to say that well, I don't know if a dragonfly could live in a desert, probably not, but you never know. There could be one. There could be one. Natural selection. But I'm not entirely sure. Ability was hard as well. I didn't know whether to get rid of Levitate or not. I don't get why Flygon needs Levitate anyway, because I mean ground's not a massive threat to it anyway, and I mean especially giving it bug type, because I think bug resists ground, so that's not very very important. But that's pretty much it. I did decide in the end to give it tinted lens just because of its kind of goggles over its eyes. It kind of makes sense if you think about it. Tinted lens, I think, boosts the damage of not very effective moves, so that could be good against, I don't know what resists. I'm not sure what resists bug, to be honest. Go for a U-turn on something that resists. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I'll be honest with you. I don't know resistances. I do apologise. I should be more professional about this, but sadly I'm not, which I'm not happy with myself. So oh dear. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway, that is this week's top 5. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize for my unprofessionalness, but I did need to do this video. I should have done it sooner, but I did not, because I did not have the chance. So I do apologize very much for it not being as the usual standard that I do try for and do like, but I tried my best, and I have tried to shorten these. I haven't been very successful in that. Maybe next week we'll go for about 10 minutes, but that doesn't seem to want to happen very much in anything at all. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, leave your top 5 Hoenn Megas that haven't happened yet in the comments below, and let me know any other top 5s you might want to see me do. That would be awesome to get your guys' suggestions. And another reminder is that I am live streaming tonight at about 8 o'clock with some more Pokemon Omicron. But this week I am going to start doing some giveaways. I'm going to be giving away the mascots of everyone that's going to be part of the Pokemon Light Platinum Save Swappers Let's Play co-op thing that is starting on my channel, this channel, tomorrow. So make sure you are here at 12 PM GMT to watch that. So I'm going to be giving away or trading, wonder trading, I don't know what yet, away Shiny Ordino, Luxray, Lantern, Ambipom, Chandelure, and Empoleon. So make sure you guys come out for that. They're all battle ready and stuff. If I find a way to share teams on Showdown with people, I will do so. Either I will link it in the description, or I will post it on Twitter at some point. So make sure you guys come up to that. Anyway, have a good day, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.